Hi everyone, welcome to this live on Canada Q&A. I'm going to be answering questions on your study options. So we had sent out a Google form asking you questions that you may want to ask us. So I'll just wait around for more people to join. Meanwhile, if you have questions about going to Canada to study, you can ask us on the live chat. So in case you don't know where to start, you don't know what questions to ask, I'm just sending a quick Google form. You can send your responses there so that there is some organization in the way I respond. Okay, great. But until now, we have had questions on courses, master's courses in nursing and non-clinical areas. And also we'd had one question on what is a good master's course in the automobile field. And all the questions had one common question, which was what is the minimum required score of Ielts? So remember, if you're doing a master's degree in Canada, your score requirement is anywhere above a 7. So, and you'll be doing these master's courses from reputed universities. So remember, their score requirements are high, as also the expenses that you will shell out for the course is also high. So it's not that doing a master's course is any bit of a disadvantage than doing a PG diploma or vice versa. So it's equally good learning wise. It's equally good. It's just that you don't have dissertation, you don't have to do any research if you're doing a PG diploma, but it is valued the same level. Of course, for CRS, for your ultimately if you want to settle down and apply for a PR, there's just a marginal difference, but it's not going to be a disadvantage for you in terms of CRS, because you would have by then completed your diploma and would also be starting your work, right? And job opportunities wise is equally good. So there is no question of having a disadvantage if you're doing a PG diploma of sorts, right? So very quickly about options that are, good evening Gopi Chand. This is about questions that you can ask for options to go to Canada, and this is restricted to people who are going to study there. Okay. Yeah, Afroz, good evening. Yeah. So I guess you guys have the form link, or if you have questions very quickly you can ask me, but I'm just answering the questions that we received until now. So for master's degrees, any university located in Toronto, Alberta, or all of these places have great universities, and the fee is anywhere between 15 to 30 lakhs depending upon what course you want to do. If you're doing a PG diploma in any of the courses that I had mentioned, automobile, nursing, or non-clinical side like health informatics, or let's say you're doing occupational safety, or let's say you're doing addiction course on PG diploma in handling addiction, all of these are non-clinical courses. So if you're doing PG diploma in those courses, your fee is anywhere between again 11 to 15 lakhs, not more than that. And also, yeah, some courses are even less, but the average is 11 to 15 lakhs. And if you're doing a PG diploma, the score requirement is 6.5. So you can't score anywhere less than a 6 in any of the sections of IELTS. But if you're doing a master's, it's slightly high. Okay. How can I go for CPA in Canada? Okay, I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about CA, live CA. I'm not sure about that question. So, which is why we had sent that form out a little early so that I can do the research and your question does not go unanswered. But you can reach out to us on WhatsApp. If you hear from WhatsApp, just reach out to us there and I'll just do my research and answer. Gopichand, there is no such thing as a best college in PG diploma. It depends on the course that you're doing. That's what defines whether a college is good or not. But just to name a few, Seneca, Conestoga, Georgia College, Niagara College, Fanshawe College, Langara College, Durham College, Sheridan College, all of these are good ones and they have openings even for the September intake and the next Jan 2023 intake. So you need to first finalize which course you want to study, right? And maybe with that I can just help you answer the question specifically. Okay, so live CA, this is the WhatsApp number that you can reach out to. Put the same question there and I will help you answer that. Okay. Yeah, so Gopichand, I also hope that your question is answered. Any of the colleges that I mentioned are good. So also PG diploma courses are either 1 or 2 or sometimes even 3 years long. So depending upon the course that you're doing, you might end up getting colleges that have just 1 year, or sometimes you have to spend 2 years there. So my advice is don't be rigid in the college yet. Just think about how much time you want to study and what is your budget like, what are your further options like. Think about that and then choose a college, right? Suggest some better courses, please. Your stream is mechanical, so you might want to do anything around production engineering, robotics, or automobile engineering. You might also want to do material science. These are great courses to do if you're doing mechanical. But again, I would suggest you to do a master's course if you are just finishing your undergrad. But if you're very particular about PG diploma, is also fine. Right? So for master's courses, Gopichand, choose universities, but just that your score requirements is a little high. That's the thing. But if you're very particular that you want to do PG diploma, think about the streams that I mentioned. Think about which stream you like really, and then look for colleges accordingly. Okay? Yeah, I hope I answered your question, Gopichand. Great. All right. Any other questions that you guys have on study options in Canada? Also remember, if you're doing a master's course anywhere in Canada, I think I mentioned this already, your requirements are high, even higher, sometimes 7.5 also, if you have to do a master's course, right? Okay, you have completed your BBA, Anurag, and you want to do an MCA in Canada. BBA and then MCA. All right, but for MCA you will need some background in computers. Anurag, you will find it difficult to adjust to the syllabus is what I feel. Practical difficulties will be there, but just try to do some kind of a bridge course or something so that you are able to understand what happens in an MCA course, right? And maybe just learn, just take a look at the topics and just get yourself familiar. That's all you need probably. It's just that what you want to do after MCA will matter the most. And also, Anurag, since you've just joined, I might be repeating what I said earlier. Your score requirements will also change if you're doing a master's. So your score targets have to be really high. Keep that also in mind. Does it make a difference if we choose college or universities for PG or masters? You can choose anything live CA. It does not make a huge difference if you go to a college versus going to a university. It's just that if you're studying a master's course, you are in touch with the subject a little stronger. You're doing dissertation there, whereas in a college you are not, right? That's the only difference. Learning wise, if that's your question, is not much of a difference, and that's not going to affect any of the internship opportunities or further job opportunities that you take up. Right? So, yeah. Well, the most important thing is, if you are looking out for jobs in a certain sector, and let's say you have done your PG or masters, it's always good to start developing those connections early on from your college. Be a little smart, be a little proactive. Yeah, even in the PR process, that's the question, like say, that most students have, as to whether it's going to make a difference in their PR if they do a PG diploma or masters. Let me tell you this, it's not considered equivalent to a degree. PG diploma is not a degree, but if, because you studied in Canada, that's what is counted, and after that you work in Canada, that's counted. So don't worry about your CRS score too much. Okay, it's not going to affect you if you do a PG diploma. It's because the name, because of the because it's not a degree. We just have that notion, but it's not the case. Okay, not sure, but is IELTS General accepted? Yeah, of course, IELTS General is accepted, but Gagandeep, that is when you want to apply for a PR. That is when you want to become a Canadian permanent resident. But this session or this Q&A is more about IELTS Academic. So IELTS Academic is accepted by most colleges and universities in Canada. IELTS General is when you want to apply for a PR. When you have studied there, you worked there for a while, that's when you are eligible for a PR. Okay, and that's when the ECA happens, your degree analysis, your education, all of that happens. Okay, cosmetology graduate, if you want to do a master's, Alkama, okay. I'm sorry guys, that's the reason I sent out the form, because I didn't want these questions to go unanswered. Remember, just general answer for you, Alkama. Also, you can reach out to me on the WhatsApp number that I have given earlier. I'll give you a specific answer to the question that you asked, but just general answer to that. Masters in cosmetology is certainly okay, but you'll have to go to a university for that. You won't be doing it in a college. One. Point number two is your score requirements will be really high, 7 to 7.5 overall, with no less than a 7 bands or a 6.5 in any of the sections. And point number three, your cost is also going to be high if you're going to a university. So you won't be doing that in a college. In a college, you usually do a graduate certificate course or a PG diploma course or diploma, advanced diploma. These are the courses that you do in a college. Okay, so since you're doing a master's degree, you'll have to go to a university. Okay, so just keep this mentally in mind, but I'll help you choose colleges offline after this session. Okay, yeah. So if you guys are not a part of the WhatsApp group, you're here because you saw this notification. I'm just giving you a WhatsApp group link because I sent this alert some time back saying please post your questions. It's fine if you missed that chat, but this is the group link. You can join the WhatsApp group for such alerts and updates that we send out. Okay, great. But I'm happy with the questions that I'm receiving today. I'm just kind of disappointed that I wasn't able to take a few specific questions and clarify them for you. And yeah, but otherwise, just reach out to us on WhatsApp and we'll help you get specific answers about which college is the best. Right? Yeah. Okay, any more questions that you guys have? Okay. All right. Great. So I see that most of your questions are answered. If you guys want to take a look at colleges that are good, this is a good site. idp.com has, yeah. I'm just giving you the link to that. So you can take a look at this link, choose a college, or take a look at colleges here. This will give you all information that you need. But if you're struggling to choose between colleges, or you are not able to understand how this will eventually translate, you can actually reach out to us on WhatsApp. So I've pinned that message, my WhatsApp number. You can reach out to us there. And also I've given the link to the WhatsApp group so that you guys can join. Right? And this Q&A is one of the first Q&A that we're organizing for answering such questions on PR and study abroad options. So we'll do more such Q&As hopefully on different countries and also for immigration options. So don't worry if you're watching this as a recording or you missed this or you're just joining in. Don't worry about that. And like I said, just follow us on different platforms and our YouTube channel. There's also an Instagram handle where we send such alerts. You can follow us on Instagram at Ielts Grassroots Education. That's the handle's name. We also have coaching programs for Ielts. If you haven't checked them out, you can check them out too. It's there on our website. Okay, Apoorv, I answered your question a little early in the class. Maybe you are a little late, it's fine. What are the available options for PG diploma? Health, informatics, anything around psychology, all the specializations of psychology, these are best. So I'm just having a blanket of courses under this psychology option, like maybe occupational safety, dealing with courses that deal with drug abuse, teach you how to deal with drug addicts. There are similar courses for PG diploma, and they are either 1 year or 2 years long. The score requirements are 6.5 to 7 on an average, and you will have you have a lot of options to choose from even in the September intake. So you can again reach out to me after looking at the college list. You can reach out to me for shortlisting colleges. Okay, Apoorv? Okay, suggest some good master's courses after nursing. So Sneha, master's courses after nursing are available in any university. Let me just give you a few names because I had listed this down. This was a question that you had asked me. So some courses are at Thompson Rivers University. There is also Ryerson University. There is Prince Edward Island University in Montague. There is University of Ottawa. There is University of Manitoba. Then there is University of Alberta. Queen's University are some mentioned there. There's so many different universities that are there. Sneha, here is the link to the list of universities that offer master's courses. Okay, all right. And just to add to that, the fee is also a little high because these are universities. So just take a look at the budget that you're looking at and maybe apply to relevant universities. Okay, does every university have different intakes? Okay, Anurag, if your question is, does every university offer May, Jan and September? Yes, most probably. But some courses close off as in based on the demand, based on the admissions that happen during that intake. Some courses kind of don't take admissions or fill up admissions faster. So it depends on which university you want to go to, when you want to go to. If there's a specific university that you're looking at, I can help you understand, or if there's a specific college you're looking at, I can tell you if they're still taking intakes for September. May 2022 is difficult, but September, yes. January 2023, certainly possible. Okay? Yeah. All right. I've given you guys a lot of links, so if someone is watching this as a recording, I have given a lot of information about Study in Canada link, where you can get this info and where the info can be legit. And also I've given the link to my website. We coach for IELTS, that's our major offering, but we just help students choose colleges because I have some experience in that area. Yeah. Okay. Any more questions, guys, before we close? Remember, if you're looking for multiple countries as well, I may not be able to answer those questions now, but the next time I do live, please make sure that your questions are there before the class so that I can do a little bit of research and give you a researched, well researched, specific answer than giving you a generic answer. Okay, so I'll take your leave now, but next Thursday we'll just pick up another country or another topic and I'll answer your questions there. Make sure you are in the WhatsApp group because that's where you will not miss the alerts. Alright? Yeah. Bye bye then. Have a good day. Please reach out to us on WhatsApp for any more questions. Bye bye.